India and Afghanistan on Tuesday expressed strong willingness for a positive and constructive approach towards rebuilding Afghanistan, including putting an end to violence. This came at the talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and visiting Afghan President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani, who discussed key issues including security and connectivity between the two countries. Both sides stressed the need to increase connectivity for improving trade and commerce, both through the land route passing through Pakistan as also through the Iranian port of Chabahar, which India has invested heavily in.
We are ready to welcome Afghan trucks at the ICP Atari. I also reaffirm my commitment to take the Chabahar port project in Iran forward.
Without naming Pakistan, which has been accused by previous Afghan governments of supporting violence in Afghanistan, the Prime Minister called for putting an end to violence.
Success requires a positive and constructive approach from neighbors, including an end to support for violence.
The Prime Minister also promised to continue India's assistance to modernize Afghanistan and its security forces.
We stand with the people of Afghanistan as they build a united, stable, democratic and prosperous nation.
The Afghan president on his part seemed to agree with India on its policy on terror, saying terrorism cannot be differentiated as good or bad.
Terror cannot be classified into good and bad. It cannot be differentiated. We must have a unified approach. We must be united both in the region and globally to contain this phenomenon.
The Afghan president, who's on a 3-day visit to India, identified terror as a major challenge facing the region. He spelled out his government's resolve to make Afghanistan the graveyard of terror. This was the Afghan president's first visit to India after assuming presidency, but there were apprehensions on the Indian side given that this visit came 6 months after his assuming presidency. But after the talks, it was clear that Afghanistan wants to stay the course as far as bilateral engagement is concerned, be it seeking more investments from India and Afghanistan or seeing India as an important part of the paradigm of tackling terror. With Sudhakar Das, Amritpal Singh, DD News, New Delhi.